100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, gun.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 22.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack by Jordan Willis.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. CD, you know, there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? Look at it. Mike's by 4. He don't know no better. 20.
Here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Ready? Ready? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the watch 8.
Throwing on third down, Newton taking a shot for Samuel, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check. Fresno. 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
21. 12.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go to the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big game, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
The reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. Like 20.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. Now, I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check, 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 check.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Set. Great, great, great. Hey, Mike 20.
Newton now to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And a Panther first down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Don't get nervous.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Newton taking a shot for, and that's caught inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
It's just me. It's just me and you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Newton to throw. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch out. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready? Look at it. 56. I'm on. Watch tight end. 3 down.
Now a give, right side. Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
65. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my way.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Get him, boy.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
White.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Watch the safety. Hey, alert.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 15, check 15. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Here's Pollard again. Room here to run. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
What's that? Number 80. Check 56. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On first down, Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Come on, Steve.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? I got you. Motion. Reset.
2nd down, McKinnon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much since. Garoppolo now. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey! 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Know your job. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Great. Mike 5-4. Hey, defense.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. Wait, 80! It's 59. Mike to 59. I don't even know why this team...
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 27-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. After the run, Newton going to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
From the gun, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Washington on 3rd and short. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Right there, 56.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
at the 32-yard line.
Ready? 180? 56 is the mic. I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you to school.
On 2nd down, it's Washington. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Coleman now. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to float this one deep right side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Newton looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Newton now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Garoppolo again. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Newton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On first down, Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
Here we go. 180. Right there, 54 Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Debo Samuel. Incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
For Debo Samuel. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.